Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
Oh my goodness, what up, y'all? K&B, the sexy ninja, in the place to be for Cplus Studios. This is the New World Podcast, brother. It is fueled, it is powered. You will acknowledge crazyhoodiez.com. crazyhoodiez.com by the almighty Big Daddy. All his designs, go check it out. Check out his Big Daddy Forever podcast. And if you're subscribed to the Cplus Studios feed, you get the Big Daddy Forever podcast. You get the New World podcast, brother. You get the Sexy Ninja Cast that drops every Sunday. And you also get the staple of Cplus Studios, and that is the Social Vent Podcast. The Social Vent Podcast. All right, baby. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about right now. And we're going to talk about Friday Night SmackDown in St. Louis, with Michael Cole, Wade Barrett on commentary. The first thing on my notes I wrote here is the sign I saw in the crowd that made me pop big time. Karen, acknowledge Roman. Oh man, that was just great. And then we started this off with the tag team match with the Brawling Brutes versus Sami Zayn and Solo. Great tag team match. The tension, and before Sami and Solo came out, they're in the back. It's Jay getting hot-headed, and Sami's like, tell him keep calm, Roman's on his way and everything like that. It was you can feel the tension. Then outside the ring, Sami and Solo lost due to a roll-up by Butch to Sami, and it's because Jay was trying to help but not help, and then he just got all hot-headed and heated and everything like that, and they lose the match. And then all of a sudden they're going at each other in the ring. They're like, and the tension is there. Even Jay and Jimmy got face to face, and all of a sudden, boom, Roman Reigns' music hits. The look on all their faces, Daddy's home. Oh my God, they all jumped. Roman's with Paul. He's coming out. He's walking out there. He's a tribal chief. God damn it! And oh my goodness, just the looks on their faces while Roman's coming, like kids that did something that they weren't supposed to do. And even Michael Cole's like, "Daddy's home. Daddy's here, man." But he takes him a while. He gets to the ring, and then he comes out, and they go to a commercial break and come back, and he's like, "St. Louis, acknowledge me." And I love the way he's like, hey, I got to address the elephant in the room. You two, you want to act like kids? You're going to be treated like kids. And the best thing about it is when he's talking to Sami and Jay, that's who he's talking to. He is like, just, like he's not even looking at them. He's not even looking. He's not even like giving them a glimpse. He's just head down on the mic saying, hey, you need to knock this off, and we need to figure something out, and you guys got to figure this out. I ain't putting up with it. And then Sami comes in. He's like, hey, yo, Usos. He goes, and then Sami does his heartfelt apology, and Sami Zayn is gold right now, man. Gold with the Bloodline storyline. Then Jay finally, and then he's like, hey man, let's just bury the hatchet. Paul's patting Sami on the back, and he puts out his hand, and then Jay's like, yo, get that out of my face. You know what? You fake, bro. You ain't part of the Bloodline. You gotta be blood to be part of the Bloodline. You ain't no ooze, what, yo, dog. And then he's letting it all out. And this was the best part. As he was going and going. He goes, I don't give a damn what the tribal chief think. And Roman's face, as he popped up, his eyes big, like, what did you just say? Oh, man, I was just like, damn. Yes, even Jay, as the words came out, was like, "Oh, I messed up big time." And all of a sudden, he turns around and Roman's gonna handle business. But Sammy, beautiful Sammy's like, "Oh," he goes, "He's not thinking straight. He's not." And then Jay's like, "Yeah, I wasn't thinking straight. I just let it out, you know." And that was the best. This whole segment was fun, and the fact when good old Sammy saying, he goes, "What's wrong with Jay is he's not being really Ucey." You know, and that made that crowd pop. Ucey, Ucey. It made everyone kind of break character in the ring, especially Jay. He puts his face in his hands because he's laughing. And Roman starts laughing too. And the fact that Sammy got all of them to break was amazing. And freaking Jay's trying. He's putting his hands in his face. He's trying so hard to look like he's pissed off and whatnot. Because even on commentary, Wade Barrett's like, he was laughing and he was like mad and upset. Like he's probably losing his mind, trying to cover that up. But man, that was such a great. And then to top it off, Roman's like, "Ucey, huh? You're not feeling a little Ucey?" And he tells him, he's like, "Yo, we need to figure this out." And he goes, "I'm going to take away the honorary and he's just going to be, so I'm going to do something even better. I'm going to change his name. Sammy Uso." Oh, that crowd went wild, man. And Sammy. Oh, such good stuff. And then Paul takes over and he's like, "We're going to the commercial break in 3, 2, 1. And that's it. Great. Just, I love what they did here with this segment, and like the fact that Sammy got them to break and it was just entertaining. I really did enjoy it. And yeah, and Sammy is a full-blown Uce, take out the honoraries. Uce, Sammy Uso. Okay, then we cut the commercial. Then we come back with the Viking Raiders package. Valhalla awaits. They've been teasing this for a while. I feel like it's soon, or they'll make a return with the newest addition to the Viking Raiders. I think they're going to come back on Crown Jewel. That's just a theory of mine, but Valhalla waits. So we got the Maximum Male Models versus the New Day with new shirts. I need like a video game style with Xavier Woods and Kofi. Then the Sun in the corner is Big E, because New Day rocks. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. People walking by, seeing me record, and like, why is he swiveling his hips? Swiveling my hips. Swivel, swivel, swivel. Cause New Day. We have a backstage interview with Kayla Braxton with Sonya Deville. She's talking. She's like, "Yo, Liv, she couldn't win. She couldn't get she lost the title, blah, blah." And here comes crazy Liv. She's unhinged after being murdered by Chucky and being resurrected to be insane and go. Attacking Sonya Deville, which sets up a match next week in a no DQ, but Liv's crazy. Liv's crazy. She's gone insane. She's lost it. Then next is a Braun Strowman promo package about talking about Omos, and it showed this great montage of him flipping cars, semis, ripping cars apart and stuff like that. I remember there was an action figure. I wish I got it, where he had the car that he ripped apart. The car came with Braun Strowman. I'm going to go look online for that, because I remember him. He just liked to flip cars, semis. He flipped them all, man, because he's Braun Strowman, the monster of all monsters, and he's going to face the Nigerian giant Omos at Crown Jewel. Ronda comes out. Open challenge for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And guess what? And she's going heel on this. She's insulting that crowd. I'm loving it. Give me heel Ronda. The mighty return after 5 years. I can't believe it. Emma. Oh man, I was like, all right, who's gonna do it? Is it gonna be Raquel? I was thinking of like the greatest hits, like Oscar. Something was just. I was like, okay, but Emma, after 5 years being gone from the WWE, I hope we keep Emma here. This isn't a one-time thing. I really do like Emma. And she brought it. She brought it to Ronda, man. I gotta say, I really did enjoy this match. I would say this was my match of the night right now, just because I really did enjoy this. And just the thing about that, I realized after weeks and weeks of watching AEW to watching WWE, AEW, I'm getting that fast action matches, match, pro wrestling at its finest, which is awesome. And then when I realized why I watch WWE, because it's more than a TV show. It's a movie. It's a movie that's all together with bits and pieces. We had that Roman segment that was very long, but it was fun. It was entertaining. I don't need any wrestling right now. I don't need anybody punching each other right now. I just need everyone to be a little more Ucey with themselves. But I'm thinking that's why I think, for me as a wrestling fan, I get the best of both worlds. With WWE, it's more cinematic, it's bigger storytelling, very this. And AEW, I get all the wrestling. So I just had this epiphany, and when Emma came in and brought it to her, I really did enjoy that. They also announced Bianca Belair versus Bayley in the last woman standings match at Crown Jewel. Very excited. Very, very excited. And they talked about the Bloodline, the Usos, step in the Uso penitentiary, versus the Brawling Brutes at Crown Jewel for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. Crown Jewel's shaping up. They're shaping up the card. I'm excited. I'm very, very, very excited. Then we had Phantasma, Del Phantasma, Gouda cheese. What's wrong with me? Huh? Was Zelina Vega versus Hit Row, and it was a 6-man tag match, and they had the Hit Row needed a third man to come in, and guess what? B-Fab brought in Shinsuke Nakamura. I miss Rick Boogs. Boogs. Fun match. Hit Row won. And then, but as Legado del Fantasma came out, there was a cryptic Bray tease because Bray's gonna end the show. We go backstage with Roman and Paul. I skipped over this. Jay was like, I need to talk to him. I need to talk about the punch that I received by Logan Paul last week. I got to tell him. And Paul's like, I'll take care of it. Let the wise man take care of these things. Fast forward to this backstage segment. Roman is sitting there, and Paul's like, you need to watch something. And he shows a training video of Logan Paul training in the ring and everything like that. And there was one good shot he dropped his opponent. And Paul goes, I went to synagogue, and I went and talked to a doctor who knew a doctor who knows a doctor of Logan Paul, and Logan Paul once broke his hand, and now he has some metal and bolts and screws in his hand, and all it takes is one. And Roman's like, what are you talking? He's only had 2 matches, man. And he's like, no, all is one shot. And Paul's doing the great, I'm trying not to insult you. And then Brock Lesnar, he brings Brock Lesnar, and he's like, but you beat him. WrestleMania and SummerSlam, he's going off. And the best thing is just Roman's just like, wait, I'm going to smash this fool. I'm going to smash him, And I love Paul's like, I said too much. I am going to go fuel the jet. Then we're going to get out of here. And Roman's like, yeah. Go fuel the jet. Then we have a backstage interview with Kayla Braxton with LA Knight. LA Knight. God's gift to SmackDown. But it does get interrupted by Ricochet. I want to see that. LA Knight versus Ricochet on SmackDown. Well, I think that's a tease maybe for next week. Then we go into Karrion Kross versus Madcap Moss. Madcap Moss got his ass choked out. Choked out. So, and he pulls this great promo, Karrion, when he's holding, and he has him. He goes, Drew, Madcap put up a better fight than you. And then that's Saudi Arabia, Crown Jewel, me and you in a steel cage match. So Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross in a steel cage match, and Madcap Moss. I do like me some good Madcap Moss. But he got choked out by Karrion Kross. But we're setting up for that, and he just kept choking him. And I was like, he's not going to let him go. Then we had a little tease of Bray Wyatt backstage, and then a little bit of he's watching the TV and this and that. Then we cut to Caleb Braxton with Rey Mysterio, because next week, Rey Mysterio is going to face Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship, and that match is next week. But Imperium attacks, and Gunther chopped Rey, and Rey went down. So next week, we're going to see this match. As they say here, Liv and Sonya, no DQ next week, blah, blah, blah. Let's get to the juice. Let's titillate the juices, shall we? I wish that was still LA Knight saying, let's titillate some juices, okay? We're going to talk about Bray Wyatt. I'm still loving the door, still loving his music. I put that there. He kind of stutters in the starting, but he's on the edge, adrenaline and this and that. And he's like, this is the real me, no smoke and mirrors. This is just me and you, blah, 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 blah. And he's cutting a great promo. And I'm just wondering, where are we going with Bray Wyatt? Who is Bray Wyatt going to face? Are we going to wait until Logan and Roman is kind of just done and we're going to set up Bray? Are we going to start off small and let him build to Roman or something like that? I'm very, very excited to see, and I'm very happy for Bray. Very, very happy for Bray. And the show ended like the last time he did his promo. It just ended, with his logo and everything like that. But this time, instead of just images, we finally got to meet Uncle Howdy. Great looking mask. Creepy as AF. Holy moly guacamole. The story is unfolding. And like I said, this is why I brought up this is cinematic. WWE's that cinematic wrestling, But Bray, much love, much respect, man. I really want his entrance music on Spotify so I can add it to the playlist. But Uncle Howdy. And that face and everything, it's so creepy and awesome. And I'm like, okay, who's gonna, what lies ahead? This is why I'm tuning in. I want to know what's going on with Bray Wyatt. Where are we moving to? This and that. And I'm just, I am happy. I know I bitched about, I really did enjoy his promo, then it just cut it in. It was just because it did just cut in. And this one was sort of almost the same thing, but we got at least a bit of the story of Uncle Howdy wanting to expose Bray Wyatt. So it's like, where do we go from there? The next Saturday, we have Crown Jewel, baby. I'm excited. I'm super excited for Crown Jewel. I get to actually watch it before I go to work because it's going to be in the morning like these pay-per-views are when they're overseas. So we're building to it. Where's Bray Wyatt going to go? I don't know. If you want to drop your comments below about what you think Bray Wyatt, who's the first one to, face Bray? We shall see. And this is storytelling at its finest. I really enjoyed the SmackDown. I have to give it a 5 out of 5 because I did get a huge pop with Emma and Ronda. That was my match of the night because Emma brought it, man. Emma brought that fire. So I'm hoping we see more of Emma. More Emma, please. But everything was great, grand. 5 out of 5 SmackDown. Entertained to the gills. Titillated juices and all. Tell me what you thought. What was your high? What was your low? What made you mad? What made you cry? What made you anything? What made you feel, baby? What made you feel? You know what All right, y'all. I am KMB, the sexy ninja. Like and subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the bum down at Walmart. And remember, the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
We're just going to change his name. You want to know what that name's going to be? We're going to name him Sammy Uso, y'all.